Richard P. Brown, former president and CEO of Planet Hollywood Worldwide Resorts and former president and CEO of American Casino and Entertainment Properties. Fulton Boyd Emery treated us fantastic as a client. I consider a lot of things important in a client sort of agency relationship, but most important, I consider the company's expertise, coming to meetings prepared, not wasting time, and staying very, very focused on the task at hand. And Barry and his team do that extremely well. Choosing the right architect's extremely important. When you think about the development business, it's about putting together, starting with a good foundation, and the architect, in many cases, in a development, is that foundation. So you need to really get out of the blocks correctly with these projects. If you come out of the blocks incorrectly and your programming's off, the concept is off, etc., it just leads to lots of problems down the line, with the project, both financially as well as from a design standpoint. Fulton Boyd Emery's understanding of programming has been outstanding. In fact, it's one of the things that I think gets brought up in meetings quite often, especially in the initial discussions when you're looking at a project. And I know myself personally, I've said this to Barry 100 times if I've said it once. Barry, I want to make sure I don't overbuild. I want to make sure it's not too big. And Barry always has a solid feel for what the size of anything from the cashier's cage should be in a building of this size, right down to how big valet parking should be. So they bring a lot of expertise, I think, to the plate in that regard. I think many times architects get caught up in the creative flavor, and it's all about making the building beautiful. And I think in the case of Barry, it goes well beyond that. As I said, there's more analytics and there's a real business acumen. The other thing about Barry that I think is very strong in terms of his company is that they do quite a bit of market research before they come to meetings, and they know quite a lot about the competition, the marketplace, etc. Again, design, depending on the kind of development, represents a major spend for a client. And it's like anything else. If you don't start with a good foundation, you're going to run into a lot of other problems down the line that are going to cost you, quite a bit of money unnecessarily. I think what sets the Fulton Boyd Emery architects apart from many of the other architecture firms in the marketplace is their attention to detail. When Barry's group comes to a meeting, they're very, very well prepared. There's a lot of attention to detail. There's a lot of attention to programming. Barry knows, from working with me in the past, that I'm always looking to do something efficiently. I never want to overbuild. I've sort of been brought up in that environment, and Barry can read that, and Barry comes and is very well prepared to address the things that I want to try to get done in a meeting. One of the things I admire about Barry is when you take people that are in a creative business, and I consider architecture a creative business, I think Barry's group brings a lot more to that, more than the creative aspect of it. They tend to really come with solid analytics and a real strong rationale for why you either should build something, not build something, and actually they're very, very focused on building something at the right fit for the marketplace.